A woman came over and started making a scene, wanted to see my husband. I was startled at the time and come to find out that she was my husband's mistress and she demanded to see him. My husband did not want to come out to make the situation worse, so he hid inside the house. And the woman yelled from outside that, since you're not coming out to face your issue, I will make sure your wife pay for this. So she left and came back, a couple days later and said that I'm not leaving because I need money to feed my kids. That's when I came out and gave her some money and asked her to leave us alone. I gave her money in our country equivalent to about $5 US, and she left about 2 weeks later after I gave birth to my child. She returned in the middle of the night, squeezing through our walls, our house made of straw, and throw acid on me.
Mau con ơi, mau chết plư mong buồn cả là. Hai bạn throw acid, cái cha đã mong buồn cả là chết plư.
It was in the middle of the night, around 4 a.m. I was deep asleep, but I remember waking up, breastfeeding my baby at the same time. That's when everything happened so fast. When the acid was thrown on me, I thought it was raining and we were wet until a couple minutes later, that's when I felt the pain.
And both you and your baby were hit with the acid? Yes?
I tried my very best to cover and protect the baby, but yes, the baby was suffered as well. When this incident happened, my child was in my arm, and all I could see was, I couldn't see actually. I wanted to tell you what I could saw at that moment, but I couldn't see. All I knew that she was still in my arm, and I thought that she was gone, and I thought I was gone too. But look at her now; she's so beautiful, and she wants to be here in person to thank everyone who gave her this opportunity to be here, especially Dr.
Do you know this guy here? Yeah, I guess you do. So tell us, Doctor, she's certainly a beautiful little girl. Hi. So, yes.
She was 12 days old when this happened. She's technically the youngest reported victim of acid violence in the world. And what made it particularly worse is that both her mother and her were affected by this. And there's a lot to the story that we'll not get to in time to talk about, but the first year of her life, her mother didn't want to really touch her. They were both suffering so much. And people in her village actually suggested to the family that they should let her die because she cannot live a life of normalcy.